Oh, what? Okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I have it. Okay. Kind of trying to work on this lighting, right? Had to bring it from the back to the front, just so I could say, "What's up?" Okay? Had to bring the lighting, from the back of me to the front. So I was just really trying to work it out, just really trying to work it out. Guess what? Hello. What's going on? Let's get to it. All right? So, have you heard people say, "Girl, don't believe it unless you hear it from me." Okay? Unless you hear it from these lips. Don't believe it. All right? So guess what? I want to talk to you for a quick moment. I want to kick it with you for a quick moment, right? Let's just kick it real quick. Okay? Real quick. All right? Real quick. My video's a little short, so I probably got a good 10 minutes, right? Good 10 minutes to say what's up. All right? So listen to this. Okay? Now, here we go. All right. So, let's talk about something that was brought to my attention. All right. So, if you know, I've been on this journey telling that story, right? Telling that story, I had to tell the story because everything that took place. All these things that took place. I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, let me tell the story. Let me tell the story. Let's tell the story. Then other people start telling the story, all that stuff, right? Okay, right. I explain all that. So you actually have to watch the videos even before you start talking on the whole thing. You know why? Because usually, if you don't watch the videos, you'll definitely leave a huge part out. All right? So let's talk about it. Let me tell you, it's as if, how you leave some of the best things for last, right? Okay, so you remember what I said, right? Do you remember what I said? I said I'm going to be closing some things out, right? And I actually, wanted to make sure I hit that uh, right at the very end going into the beginning, okay? Okay, and we still got a little time, we're not into February yet. Okay, so let me just go head on, because you got to do the story correctly. All right, do you agree? Okay, so you know how people come on and they talk about their journey and they lie about it. They lie about certain things. They be like, boo 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 boo. And then or yeah, they pop up and be brand new, and then they say all these things. They copy other people's lives and pretend it's theirs and stuff like that. The difference between you and me and somebody else maybe is that people actually watch my journey. Okay, people actually watched my journey. Okay, and they said, "Oh my goodness, this is real." Yes, very real. And a lot of people also change their lives over and around. Okay, but there's this little part. There's one little part, I want to help you with. Okay, so you know how people will tell you a lie, and they'll let that lie go for years, right? And they'll create all these stories around this lie. They'll be like, "Oh, let me splash this on this, splash that on." Especially, see, they look for a certain type of people to do it to, is from my understanding. So they look for people that mind their business, they're a certain way or whatever. But they never really come around and say, "We're going to do this to them because I'm jealous of them," or "I want to steal something they have," or "We want to make them really just disappear." They come up with all these other things, and they gather all these people and things like that. It's called serious hate crimes. Okay, this is what they do to destroy what? Your identity. So let me slow it down so I can break this down properly. Now, the place that I live, right here in Cincinnati, Ohio, I've been here for a while now, baby, right? I have been here what? For a while. All right, here we go. Now, if you are employed, right? I talked about a lot of background and stuff like that. Or if you run your own business, right? And you're very serious about the thing that you did or whatever, you done came through here, right? And made some noise somewhere, somehow, correct? Right? You done made some noise somewhere. So people will know that you do business, right? Okay? Now, this is what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to do it a little different this time, okay? I'm going to do it a little different this time and make it sweet, okay? Now, some of the things that I'm going to mention is beautiful people that I have crossed, okay? That I have crossed and did business with, okay? Oh, yeah. Because somebody allowed, many people allowed, I'm talking about the people that's writing the stories, that's creating all of this and creating stuff, they left some things out because they didn't know. They didn't know. If a person is not writing business up for the right reasons, and meaning they want to tell your story but get a cut of telling their own story, making things up in between and stuff like that. Right? Because that's what people do. They do that type of thing. All right. So they start going a whole nother way. So let's talk about it. How many minutes now? Okay. Let me see if I can go through this real quick. Of course, I always got little people in the house making noise and things like that. It's just what it is, okay? Excuses any noises that may come through. They may run through, okay? Just saying. You just never know. Here it is. Running my own business here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Not to mention all of the jobs that I have had, okay? I'm talking about good jobs, all right? Good jobs, okay? Somebody say what? Good job, decent jobs, okay? Listen to me. Running my own business here, all right? Here it is, in this beautiful place, okay? On my own pen. Now, I've already mentioned things. Let me make sure I make you understand. I've already mentioned the things that I have done in the past, okay? Like a manager over customer service for the contractors at the federal building, right? I already mentioned that, right? I already mentioned that I moved on from that to become a marketing director, okay? But that's within the same company for 6 years, okay? Yeah, just switching, okay? And then I originally started off as a data entry clerk, okay? Things like that. Stuff, just you learn more, you just keep going up, right? Things like that, right? Okay? Then I got into the makeup game, which I was already into selling Mary Kay, okay? Selling Mary Kay. I was already into that. Even before I met my Mary Kay director, there was a time that I already had I said, okay, I want to be a director, okay? Had my red jacket, okay? I was with a young lady, was on my team from Chicago when I got my red jacket, okay? That is how I ran into what? Miss Sherry Pierce. Miss Sherry Pierce, you know how I ran into that beautiful Mary Kay lady? Let me tell you how. I ran her down in a storm in my white BMW. Is how I ran her down, okay? Did you hear that? Sherry Pierce that sells Mary Kay. Y'all get all your Mary Kay from her. Load her up. Bless her. Okay? Great lady. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Ran her down. Okay? Here it is. All those things that I had done already. Just things. Okay? And starting from, all of that. See, and that's how I learned is who you know. Okay? Started as a security officer in a building somewhere else, okay? Then wind up where? Upstairs working in that building, and then at the federal building, okay? Where am I? Let's run it back. My 3 children went to the daycare downstairs, okay? Did you hear that? Okay. Now, moving right along, okay? Moving right along, because there's a reason I'm sharing this information, okay? Not to mention I had hair clients already in the building. Hair clients already in that building, okay? Did you hear what I said? I got some people that could, vouch for this, all right? Okay, they could say, hi, Suzanne. I could say their full name or whatever, okay? Because these are great people, right? Okay? Had hair clients in the building, people that didn't want their hair done in a salon or whatever. You can go to the house and do it. Some supervisors and bosses, they like things, when they get off, they want to unwind and be in their own spaces of their homes, okay? Where they do beauty whatever, okay? Here we go. And that person gave me other people. Did you hear that? Okay. One person know you're doing well. What do they do? Share the information. Everything is word of mouth, right? Okay. So here it goes. And when I was doing business, I'm marketing director. I volunteered for the chambers. I volunteered for the African American Chamber of Commerce, and I also volunteered for I think it's Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce. I did that a couple of times, depending on if I was asked to go over and help with something. I should say it like that. Okay, the person that was there at that chamber at the time as president was who? Oh, Deasa Brown at the time, okay? Deasa Brown. And there was another lady that was there before she was there. So I was already there helping, volunteering before that, all right? Okay, the beautiful Miss Deasa Brown, okay? And I would say I would do travel. Right? Okay, like, be in D.C. having a business meeting, a business lunch. I ran into what? Some of her family. Didn't I run into some of your family? Yeah, I ran into your family. Hello. Okay. Hi. Yes. Coming up the train station from B. Smith's restaurant. Let me keep going. Hold on. So as I'm going on this, okay, people in the financial business met you, did that, okay? Knew who to go to for that, all right? Now, let me keep going. Okay, I say, I'm going to do makeup. I'm going to do this makeup, right? I love selling the products. Let me do this makeup. Went on to do so I already mentioned, I'm sure, on the videos, account manager on certain lines, things like that. Mention that. Now, let's back to my business. If you're a makeup artist, right, you're going to bust down the hair shows, right? You busting down the hair shows, right? So, even Ramiko, before you even said, come on, help me do this, what? I was, even if you didn't ask me to, I was already at a location doing it with somebody else, right? Tell it. Thank you, Miss Ashley, and then some, right? We'll do the fashion shows with them and all that, right? Yeah. Did all of that, all right? Always on the move, on point. Let's go. I said what? On my own pen, okay? Many of you got kids at home, but you're still running things on your own pen. All the hair salons, right? Most of the hair salons that was always popping, guess what? I would do them too. I would set up my business in a salon. They would be happy to let me come in and do my business. What? Hello, Miss Melinda, huh? What? What is it called? What was that called? Heritage and all the ones, even one in Walnut Hills and the one in this hill, and even the one in Forest Park. And I mean, I could just keep going. All right, I will set up and do my thing. All right, and then there's a fashion show going on. Guess what? I'm doing the makeup for that too, right? Okay, right? Got my receipts. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Let's keep going. Oh, and the weddings. Oh, my God. I bust them weddings wide open. Okay? Bust all them weddings wide open, right? Okay? There's a part two going to have to happen to this. All the weddings. Oh, my God. I was getting weddings left and right. You know, by every nationality. Do you hear me? I'm not talking about small ones. I'm talking about big ones. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? I even had people that work for the government that would take me and go way out with me. If I didn't feel comfortable going way out somewhere, come on with me. And I would go and collect my money. You hear what I'm saying? I would go and collect my money. And they would say, oh my gosh, you really ain't playing. I really wasn't playing. Do you hear what I'm saying? I can keep going. I could keep going, right? Hold up, because it's a conclusion. It's a conclusion, right? Wait. So, sticking and moving. Guess what? Wasn't on social media like that yet until what? A certain time when somebody else decided to make me an account. Because all my business, what? Was word of mouth. Everything that I did was word of mouth, okay? Okay? Even did a beautiful girl that had passed away at the funeral home. Right? That family had me send a car to pick me up to do her makeup. Did you hear what I said? Don't play me. I know you heard what I said, okay? Hold up. Very busy, and I knew how to be overbooked. I also incorporated that in also selling other things. Makeup, beauty garments, this, that, whatever. Do you understand? There were other things, okay? I could keep going. I can keep going. We're going to close out. Because I don't want to do a part 2 on this. Now, if I did all that shaking and moving, okay, and see all these people, beautiful people, I'm talking about video shoots. Video shoots with people that will hire me. Actual coming to do their video shoots. People that will run NXS TV, you remember him? Was on so many sets with him. Did you hear what I just said? Hired. How could these people not know me? I work with all these beautiful people. People see my work. How could these people not know me? Come again. How could they not? They knew I was a great person. All of these people knew this. I want you to hear what I'm saying, okay? Oh, there's a part 2. I do have to do a part 2 because I got to break it down, okay? All these